Will Campbell was ranked as the 9th best offensive tackle in the 2022 college football recruiting class, so we're the 8 tackles ranked higher than him now. Well, to start, just in front of him at number 8 is Tyler Booker, coming out of New Haven, Connecticut, who committed to play for Alabama. And he got to play in his freshman season there before taking over as a starter in his sophomore season, and then have a dominant junior season, being named a first-team All-American and a first-team All-SEC selection. And he was recently just picked 12th overall in the 2025 NFL Draft by the Cowboys, where he's expected to start immediately. And coming in at number 7 is PJ Williams, coming out of Dickinson, Texas, who committed to play for Texas A&M. And he never really played much at all for the Aggies, transferring to SMU, where he's become a pretty solid player for the Mustangs and is returning in 2025. And at number 6 is Tegra Tishola, coming out of Westchester, Ohio, who committed to play for Ohio State. And he's redshirted 2 years at Ohio State, but has played in a total of 17 games and is expected to be a starter for the Buckeyes in 2025. And cracking into the top 5 is Keonta Goodwin, coming out of Charleston, Indiana, who committed to play for Kentucky. And he actually got to play on special teams in his true freshman season with the Wildcats before actually leaving the team and transferring to Florida, but sadly had to sit out due to his mom getting sick. And since his mother's been ill, he hasn't played football. And coming in at number 4 is Elijah Pritchett, coming out of Columbus, Georgia, who committed to play for Alabama. And in his 3 years at Alabama, he was a solid player there, making 11 starts, but recently just transferred to Nebraska for 2025. And cracking into the top 3 is Kelvin Banks Jr., coming out of Humble, Texas, who committed to play for the Texas Longhorns. And he immediately started for Texas and immediately dominated and improved every single season for the Longhorns. And he had a dominant junior season for the Longhorns, being the best offensive lineman in the nation, winning the Outland Trophy and the Lombardi Award, as he was selected 9th overall in the 2025 NFL Draft by the Saints. And coming in at number 2 is Zach Rice, coming out of Lynchburg, Virginia, who committed to play for North Carolina. And he had huge expectations for the Tar Heels, but just overall was kind of disappointing in his 3 seasons there, transferring to play for Syracuse next season. And at number 1 is Josh Connerly Jr., coming out of Seattle, Washington, who committed to play for Oregon. And he played in his freshman season there before taking over as a starter in his sophomore season and having a dominant junior season, being named a first-team All-American and a first-team All-Big Ten selection. He was just recently picked in the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft by the Washington Commanders.